And
Even
this
your
is
own.
why you won't know you won't know who to attack.
Damn.
Right? Because
Right.
all the intellectual teaching is that our enemy don't look like us.
Right. Right.
But the spiritual knowledge says they look like us and some of them don't. Right? So the spiritual knowledge overrides what these people saying. Those who want you to continue vibrating at a low frequency are going to keep pushing the race issue. Tell them the race is over. Tell them the race is over and the gorilla won.
Right.
Right? So, so this smell, it does some fucked up shit to you. But once you get to the point where you can gain your composure now, right? Now you got to go through the adrenaline. This is where you have to be fearless in your shadow work. Because when she wake you through the adrenaline of all of the babies that suffered the adrenochrome, your adrenaline level rise quick than a motherfucker. Right? So now you full of adrenaline with no outlet. You might be asleep when you wake up. It might wake you up out of dead sleep. Right? But once you woke now.
Right.
Like you know what's going on because you went through the experience and Earth and told you.
Right.
Big Mama then aligned you with nature to the point where you know now you just listen to the people to hear how to translate the feelings of the grievance. Right? So then people complain, consistent complaints. Those consistent complaints become the grievance of the earth.
The grievance. All right.
All right. Now, the complaint has to be consistent, clean across the land.
You has to be consistent, clean across the land. Like,
yeah. In order to be a what you call a God level grievance. In order for Big Mama to assign it for me or Larry to fix it, it got to be a certain amount of people with the same grievance.
Okay. Okay.
Right? All across the land.
Right.
That means that it's a universal issue. It affects people unilaterally across all barriers and all lines. We need to deal with this and we need to fix this problem. Right?
Right.
So now that we understand that the problem is here, the people that vex the grievance, then we have to codify it. That means what is the consequence that go with this?
All right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And how do you turn this shit around? Then you have to take it out to your people when you got all of it figured out. Your elders come to you and say, okay, give me the answers you came up with and let me go see if they fit. If all your answers fit, you got all the right answers, okay, now go present the problem to the public. Go tell the people what the issue is and see if they can muster up enough of their God self to wake up from the slumber and reclaim what's rightfully theirs by addressing the same grievance. Right? Mm-hmm. My job is to simplify it into one thing that covers all of the grievances. Right? Before I present it to the people, I got to make it as simple as possible for them to overcome the obstacle because they made it as difficult as possible to keep us oppressed.
Right. So
the level of difficulty they created the obstacle, the exit has to have the equal amount of ease. And it's real simple. It's a battle cry, and the battle cry is Free Larry Hoover. Period. And that answers all of the underlying grievances in our community across the land, from our land back to our wealth back to getting the imposters off the land to restoring our families and our family structures and going back to a more wholesome way of living, getting rid of the GMOs out of the atmosphere,
Right.
out of the food, out of the ground. All of that is all that's part of Free Larry Hoover.
Right.
He's just one man.
Right.
But you have to sum up the total of grievances and the injustice that he was faced with. The injustice Angel Bay was faced with. The injustice Tukey was faced with. By the same people that's doing the dirt. It's sufficient for me to use either one of them as the battle cry. The thing being is, by me being in the clan of Larry Hoover, he the chairman of the board. He my chief.
Right. Right.
So I use Free Larry Hoover. But to me, it don't mean no different than Free Chief Malik Angel Bay. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's Big Stan Tukey Williams? Right? It's all the same to me, but to the people, you got to make it as simple as possible. The simplest way to get all our wealth back, get everything back, is to get us to understand that the battle cry is Free Larry Hoover.
Right.
Once we get that to click, we can focus on one agenda. That one agenda automatically shifts when we reach critical mass.
That's deep. So look, let me get 2 books that you recommend. One for voodoo and just one like that's just something that I should probably really tap into.
I had a good voodoo book. Voodoo books is like underground shit. You can get some,
right,
but the best voodoo information to try to go to you in the NO. Go to an old thrift store, look at their books.
Oh, Maryland. I'm out in Maryland, so
even there. Go to the thrift store, look at the old books, try to find old grimoires or something.
Grimoires. But all right, but
you know, yeah, voodoo, you can find it's a lot of people got a lot of good information out too.
Say that.
Look up Lucky Mojo Curio on their web. They got a lot of information on just their website.
Lucky Mojo Curio.
Yeah.
I appreciate this insight, guy, for real. So, real shit. Keep doing what you're doing. Definitely with the movement, 100%, 100%. Niggas is tired of this system. This shit crumbling. So, I'll let somebody.
We just ain't realized it yet.
This shit over with. So, I'm gonna let somebody else get their questions in, share the light, and I appreciate you, God.
For sure.
Bro. I don't even know how to.
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
Hey, give me a second.
Stuck up on you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I was watching TV with my mom. So you were talking the other day about being like connected with kind of like you're talking about like spiritual connections with men in relations to the mother picking women. Can you like kind of
you talking about the heart connection that I was talking about the other day? Right.
Can you explain that like a little more?
I'll go over it again. In your heart chakra, all children born connected in their heart space to their mother. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the boys, the mother's love is unconditional. If the woman love in her heart never matches the love that the mother have for the son, he won't never fall for her.
So can that like happen unintentionally?
Yep, 100%. Most of the time, nobody's conscious of it anymore. It still can happen. It's still gonna happen. right? But we not as conscious. We used to notice, right? We used to notice when the heart spaces align. You pass off the mitochondrial from one woman to another, right? If my woman care about me and she know I love my mama, why do they have to fight? That doesn't make sense, right? Why do they have these things where they make you choose between your wife, your daughter, and your mama? What are they doing? Right. So what they trying to do is confuse the heart space, because that 3-point connection is the same, unconditional.
So my question is like, when you find yourself in a connection like that, do you find it necessary to kind of explain that, or do you have to like just live it? Because I think that's something
you're gonna live it before you ever be able to explain it. You got to live it before you have to even be able to understand it from how you feel perspective. So you're going to live it long before you ever able to explain it. But if you're able to explain it as it's happening, it's a playing the violin to soothe the audience, so to speak.
So how can you do that without sounding crazy? Because I have dreams, right? Or I'll have like lucid dreams about whoever my like the guy I'm with at the time. I'll have like dreams like about him, and then they'll be like precautionary, right? So it'll just be like, it'll be something going on, and then I'll find the need to be like, hey, keep your eyes open, like be aware, because there's stuff going on around you. And then, you know, you get the typical like guy answer where he's just like, oh, you just think I'm cheating on you. Like, no, I don't. Like,
okay, so look, this is his mama testing you to see if you can see how to protect him. He ain't got no fucking clue. He's a fucking idiot. All of us are, right? All of us idiots when it comes to matters of the heart, right? Because it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, and you sound crazy when you're just sitting here like, open your
love
eyes.
shit don't look. The love shit don't make sense to the mind. They don't make sense, right? But when the mind is open enough to figure out what this energy is really saying to it, not only do it make sense, it changes who and what you are at your root. You ain't the same no more. Right. And women have to be cautious of who they allow in their heart space, because you turn that motherfucker on and he ain't ready. He all upside your head, kicking you in the back. You know what I'm saying? Can't control himself. And he'll tell you, I don't know what it is, but for you, I ain't never had to go through this shit with no woman.
Yeah. Anybody know where his whereabouts? I got a couple of people that tracked him down. They said they tracked him to the Washington, D.C. area.
So, I don't look. I ain't thinking about it over with. I'm just going through who the devil was and how we found him.
We got him. We got him, bro. Don't worry about that. I'm pulling that folder back up right now for you, so you can go and finish these niggas out, bro. Somebody say Rod Hayes, get them niggas, man. Rod Hayes.
So you remember when they talk about the double right to rule and all this shit, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. The Anunnaki have a system in play.
Uh-huh.
So before Enlil could leave Earth doing his devilishment, he had to make a public appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And he made the public appearance under the name Maitreya.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna show you how to match him up so you can find him. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I sent you a picture of Maitreya sitting with Mary. You got it in there?
You just sent it to me just now?
It's in the folder in the file.
Oh, hold on. Okay, all right. It's already in there then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
that's him in his Anunnaki form. That's the lady name is Mary. They gotta always have a lady named Mary if they on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
That means that she was one of the priestess of the earth, and she is the one that he's swearing to do all of this shit for, because he's telling me he's the return Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you want to see something funny? Look over her left shoulder and tell me what you see.
Man, I don't know what the fuck that is. Some kind of...
I bet. Zoom it in.
Like a monster or something? I don't know what that is right there, bro.
You don't remember Baba had a picture of one of them in one of the scrolls? And they had that big old lump of skin on the side of their face?
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah, I know some people like that.
Yeah. This is what they call a Janus being. He got two faces, but one of them he had to conceal. He came with Enlil.
Man,
so that's how they hide on Earth. They cloak the second face with a lump of skin. He can pull that shit back like an eyelash.
Yeah, extraterrestrial.
Yeah, and there's to be a face under there. Remember Quado on that movie with Schwarzenegger when he was on Mars? Total Recall.
Yeah. I was watching that movie, but I never did watch the whole thing. But
Quado is the dude that lived in the other dude's side.
Dang. Oh yeah. Okay, all right now. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what he looked like.
I ain't never like how this nigga hide in the background like that.
Ain't nobody paying attention. Ain't nobody paying attention. But look at Enlil though, because I'm finna give you a spoiler, right? Go to John Wick.
This Enlil right here. He said this Enlil right here.
They showed us to him in the movie.
So it's Enlil right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm finna show you. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you.
Go ahead. Where you want me to go now?
Okay, go to Google.
This shit's about to get greedy.
Put in John Wick 3 high table.
All right, I got you. I gotta find this movie tonight. Watch this shit.
Yeah, because the description, you got to watch the movie to get the directions to get to him.
To get to him, huh?
Mm-hmm. There you go. Is that a coincidence? This is the high table. He is the highest authority on earth in the John Wick movies.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now look at him and look at Enlil.
Go back and look at that dude, Enlil.
Mm-hmm. Can you put the two pictures side by side any kind of way?
Let's try that.
Now, when John Wick go to this dude, he tell him how to redeem himself from the high table, but John Wick take the high table to war. Rebellious ass, just like me. No one defeats the high table except John fucking Wick.
John Wick, huh? Okay. All right, let me find it real quick. We put this dude side by side with the dude you showed in the picture, side by side with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's find that picture. Where is it? Oh, I know the found picture. I ain't passed it.
Did you save it?
Yeah, it's saved. We just sold it up just a minute ago. There it goes. Should be pulling up right in here somewhere. That's John Wick.
You had pulled it up from a different file from your phone.
Oh yeah. Here you go, right here. No, that ain't it. There you go.
There you go. They put this shit in y'all face because they know y'all not gonna catch it.
That they slick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Let's get his ass. Where he at? The other way. There you go, right up in here. John Wick is the name of this movie, you said, right?
John Wick 3.
Okay, hold on. Let me take this other one down. So I can get them side by side.
Now, you got to watch the movie so you can understand how they telling you how he's calling shots.
Uh-huh. They ain't gonna let me blow it up, though. Two side by side.
If you right click on one, you can blow it up from the right click.